Hello, long time no see, y'all. I'm gonna make this really, really quick because I'm uploading this as a YouTube video. And I have been on here, so I'm going to be sharing my screen with y'all. But welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, girl, my name is Sierra Johnny. I'm a wife and mom too. And I'm showing you really quickly how you can generate your first $100 online, girl. This is not going to be no edited video. We getting straight to the motherfucking point. All right. So if you don't know me, just real quick about me, I help people get started with creating online businesses, whether it's in the digital marketing space or affiliate marketing space. I love personal branding. It's just something that I'm extremely passionate about because it's 2026. And if you have a phone, you got access to the internet, there's no reason why you can't create your own personal brand to generate income, whether you are sleeping, working, whatever, vacationing. Okay. We have access to these tools and resources. So I show people how to use them. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you have any experience or not. I created my own community. It's called the Mompreneur Method. I'm going to kind of quickly walk you through what you can learn inside of my community. It is for moms. Although I help out pretty much anybody. I've literally helped people from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67. I have seen it all. And if you are probably one of those type of people that think like, oh, is this just reselling a course or anything like that? No. Okay. You can make a lot of money not from reselling the course. This is all about taking things that you already know, right? Things that you do every single day and turning it into income. Okay. So if you love to cook, right? That is a great source of income. You can create a cookbook. You can do online cooking classes. You can sell so many different things that you can do. Okay. And as moms, especially, I'm just extremely passionate about helping moms because we are constantly always problem solving. We are constantly always trying to figure things out. And the key to making a lot of money is figuring out a solution to a problem, offering a shortcut to someone, and they're willing to pay for it. So I'm going to kind of share my community with y'all. And if you have any questions, feel free to definitely link them down below. Again, y'all, I'm gonna get straight to the point in this video. So this is my community mompreneur method, aka MPM. You may have heard me refer to it as that, but it is hosted inside of the school platform. Inside here, I love this platform because not only inside of MPM, like I truly consider my community like a society. I wanted to create a safe space, a sacred space for moms, right? I personally don't have like anyone in person with me to help me navigate motherhood, let alone navigate trying to have a business, being an entrepreneurship. So I wanted to create a safe space for moms to not only learn high income skills like branding, marketing, sales psychology, but also just essentially a sisterhood, right? A place where you can grow and evolve and get your confidence and, see other moms doing it. Because I don't know about y'all, when I see another mom winning, that excites me. Ain't no hating over here. Ain't no gatekeeping over here. Okay. If she can do it, I can do it too. And when we surround each other and uplift one another, as much as my community, I love my community so much because as much as people always saying like I'm pouring into them, my community pours right back into me. And, I need that too. I don't have all the answers. Okay. I'm just simply sharing with y'all what allowed me to scale my business to over $400,000. And again, I also just try to be that reminder to moms that, sis, if I can do this shit, you can do this as well. I used to struggle with procrastination. I used to struggle with self-confidence. I used to struggle with all this shit. Okay. But I got through it and I pushed through. And if I can do that, so can y'all. All right. So this is the community right here on the community tab. This is where I post like pretty much daily updates. Right now, we're actually doing a challenge inside of my community where like I call it the ownership challenge because I'm not your typical coach or, creator that's always talking about sell this course, sell this course. I encourage all of the moms inside my community, build something of your own. That is what I teach. I don't teach digital marketing. Okay. Digital marketing, y'all, is simply just any kind of online promotion of using the internet. Okay. If you are talking about a book, a service, a restaurant, anything like that, you utilize digital marketing in order to get people to go check it out. A lot of y'all don't realize that a lot of you guys are doing digital marketing every single day. You just don't get paid for it. So anytime you're sharing a link or talking about a brand that generates income, if you talk about that and somebody goes and checks it out on the sake of you did digital marketing. Okay. So the point is to get paid from it. And that's what I teach you inside of here. In here, I try to, post like daily kind of like motivational, quotes or anything like that. Just really honestly, everything that I go through in my journey as a mom and as an entrepreneur, I love sharing that with other moms because what mom doesn't want freedom? What mom doesn't want to generate income right from her phone? literally while getting paid to be herself. And once I learned that, I was like, I gotta share this with a million moms. So I'm on a mission to help a million moms scale their business to well over $1 million. I didn't want to wait until I hit $1 million in revenue to be like, okay, let me help y'all. I was like, you know what, when I made my first 6 figures and I was selling somebody else's shit, I said, oh, let me put these mamas on. So that's exactly what NPM is. It's still growing, actively growing. And there's so much more that's the I guess you can say overall mission that I have for NPM. And so I just can't wait to see it evolve and stuff like that. And I'm just so proud of all the moms that are in there, that are putting in the work, that are showing up when it comes to their businesses and everything like that. Okay. But anyways, this is the community tab, girl. So this is where you can, like I said, get all my updates. One of the things that a lot of the moms love is I do a Q&A. And so if you join NPM today, for example, every Wednesday night, I do a Q&A. I do go back and I repost our Q&A calls, y'all. And we be having some really good Q&A calls. One, I think just because it's intimate, it's very personal again, and the fact that it's just moms. Nothing is wrong with being in a community or with men and other women and everything like that, but it's something about being in a space with moms that just is just top tier. We get each other, we understand. And so I always go back and try to record our calls. So if you ever want to go back and just listen, I think they're very encouraging, very motivating. And I always just try to, set that, let other moms know, like, because we always be beating ourselves up and being like, oh, well, damn, I should be a lot further, or am I really good at this? And and then, so sometimes when you see another mom maybe struggling with the things that you once struggled with and that you overcame, all of the moms inside of here are so encouraging. They encourage one another. They encourage me. And I love that. I just happen to be the vessel. God just put this on my heart to create this space for moms. And so that's exactly what I did. But each and every mom, there's something to truly take away from everybody's story. And that's the one thing that I love about it. So if you're looking for a sacred space, a secret space, I highly recommend that you join NPM. The price of admission literally is worth just the Q&As. Like the Q&As, we have some of the best Q&As. I don't care what nobody say. Okay, it be going down. All right. So, but also on the Q&As, I do like live coaching on the spot. So like if you need help with, let's say your Instagram page or ideas and, just different strategies or whatever like that, I coach a lot of students even outside of NPM. So, all of my skills and strategies and things that I know, I just simply share that with you. You literally can ask whatever. If you want to type a question or something like that, you can do that as well too. But that's what we do inside of the Q&As. And then I'm going to hop over to some of the testimonies really quick. So here are just some of the testimonies. They're kind of all out of order. But this was something that Danielle, she's one of the moms inside of here, and she left that, let me tell y'all, Sierra is not your average coach. That's why I rock with her. The rated R mind talk inside of the mindset module had me busting out laughing, where I had to rewind the first 15 seconds over and over because it was real. Sometimes you need that kick in the jaws to wake that tail up to continue to be great. I'm a Christian and God is still working on me, but sometimes I even talk to myself like this. And the reason why she's saying this, y'all, is because, again, I'm not just saying this to be saying it. I'm not your average coach or mentor or whatever like that. I keep it really real. I'm really straight to the point. I'm very blunt, and I will cuss your ass out. And I say that with love, okay? Because I don't want nobody talking to me like that. I don't want nobody sugarcoating me and being like, oh, I think that's great. No, I'm telling you, if your shit is trash, your content trash, I'm gonna let you know. Okay, because one thing I don't want any of my students or any of my mamas inside of my community to do is to waste their time. We don't have time to waste as moms. Okay, so again, the training, once you get inside and like you take a look at it, I do custom my training. I do talk about Jesus, but again, I wanted the training to be like it's actually fun to listen to. One thing about me, it is hard for me to sit there, baby, and listen to an audio book if the shit is boring. So I thought the same thing as being a mom. I wanted moms to be able to like pop their AirPod in, listen to the shit on the go, listen to it while they dropping their kids off, because we usually are multitasking. We usually have 1,001 things going on, right? So I wanted the training to be set up that way too, so it wouldn't be boring. So it'd actually be exciting and like you were having a conversation with your homegirl as you are learning these skills to set you up to never be broke another day in your life. Okay. So again, that's just one of the testimonies. Chiffon here, she left that the weekly NPM calls are fire. Again, y'all, I literally have people that have joined NPM just to attend my Q&A calls. Okay, let alone the training. That's amazing, and I'll show y'all that in a second. the calls. The calls are truly like no other. I've been in communities where, obviously they're larger communities, and it's very like same stuff every single time, right? Again, I wanted this to really be like, okay, I don't have friends, I don't have a whole bunch of homegirls and then like that. And I wanted it to be like, hey, we're just simply talking about life, but also talking about navigating a business while being a mom, navigating a business while working a 9 to 5, those things, and having those real conversations. So again, I have some moms that literally have joined NPM just for that. So that should tell you something. And then we have Sabrina here. She put, last year I was scared to even look customers in the eye. Y'all, she was so terrified. And now this woman is so confident, literally creating websites, creating her own offers. And this is what NPM is all about. Again, yes, you have the option to resell this and make income from that. But again, my biggest thing is encouraging each and every mom to have something of her own, create her own community, create her own space, create her own app, her own business, her own service. And you know what I mean? To put your name on it. Now, you absolutely can start by reselling. That's how I got my start. And that's how I kind of, I guess you can say, took off. But once I was like, nah, I'm about to do my own thing, I did that and I ran with it, and I believe that each and every woman, each and every mom should do that, because think about what you're showing your kids, thinking about legacy and what you are explaining to your kids. That's why that's so important. And then we got Dorothea here, Miss D. She was just saying that, she loves MamaBot. MamaBot is a tool that I use. Again, I wanted to eliminate any excuse that any moms ever had about like, oh my God, can I really do this? Will I be successful? I have so many questions, right? I actually took the time to train a GPT bot, right? And basically it has all of my knowledge. So everything I know, everything that I've used to scale my business to well over $400,000, I pumped inside of this GPT. I've also trained it on all of the training inside of NPM. So if you ever have a question about branding, you can literally go in and type in, hey, what do I need to do when it comes to my personal brand, whatever like that. And she will literally answer the questions for you. Again, it is ChatGPT, but it's more catered to what is inside of this program. Like if you try to type into regular ChatGPT, what is NPM, it wouldn't know it. So again, it's trained on that. It's literally, I've trained over like six months of all the information that I know, pumped it in there. And I'll show y'all MamaBot in a second if you've never seen me show it online. And then just some more testimonies. This is D when she grew, like this girl killing it on Threads, literally grew like her Threads page in 30 days to like over like 500 followers. I'm trying to get her to drop us a Thread video because I'm like, D, you need to be doing Threads, girl. And that's a great platform. A lot of people be sleeping on Threads. I know a lot of people will tell y'all hop on TikTok and Instagram, even YouTube, but Threads is a really, really great platform to get your brand out there, your personal brand, your business. And it's kind of like a lazy girl platform because you can kind of, schedule all your threads out, baby, link your product and get paid. I'm just saying. Okay. So that's that. This is Cheyenne was just saying like her being consistent, how she grew and hit her first 100 followers on a brand new page. And again, just more testimonies in there, more moms. This is Miranda. She's literally made over $1 million in digital marketing. Okay. And even her, she said the simplicity of NPM. First of all, I just want to say I have a lot of courses, and this is the simplest and most broken down course that I have in my collection. It's not overcomplicated and it's straight to the point. I love that. There's no confusion here. I'm happy to be a part of the Mompreneur Method. Okay. So again, if you've been in digital marketing space, you might know who Miranda is. Girlfriend do got a lot of courses, been in a lot of different communities and stuff like that. And even her, she's taken like some of the information that I have inside of my community, applied it to hers. I've actually designed her her community for her. So again, like we all kind of like, feed off of each other and support one another in our businesses because we all can grow. This is not something that I know a lot of people be swearing up and down. If it's saturated, think that you can't grow. No, what God has for you, he has for you. We all are good at things. We all have talents. We all have gifts, so you can use them and get paid from them. It's not just about reselling the course. That's honestly the lazy way of making money. But if you put you on it, put your stank on it or whatever, sis, you can make a lot of money. I'm just saying, okay? So I'm going to hop into the classroom real quick just to kind of show y'all how NPM, what it looks like when you get inside. So obviously it's a mama theme. Like I mentioned, this is the Mompreneur Method. It stands for, or aka NPM, you'll hear me say. So the first thing is the Welcome Mama module, and inside of here, very straight to the point. Again, I'm a lover of Jesus. So if you don't love Jesus, I'm just telling you now, I might not be for you. But inside, the first thing is I start off by welcoming you in with a prayer. I show you how to navigate NPM. So again, whether you're a beginner, never been in the school platform before, I literally show you how to use it. I talk about how to get started. So just different things that you need to keep in mind. Like, do you want to be face forward? Do you want to be faceless? Thinking about, and the reason why I say that is because y'all, sometimes people don't want people in their business, which I completely understand. Sometimes you don't want your baby daddy in your business. I completely understand. You don't want your family, work, whatever, cool. Things like that. And then also just deciding like what social media platform do you want to be on? Do you want to start a new social media platform? Things like that is what I cover inside of here. The next video is again an optional thing. If you are someone who's like, hey, I don't really have ideas just yet, I don't know where to get started, then I do have the affiliate opportunity. So every time you resell NPM, you can earn 85% commission. So that's something that you didn't even have to take the time to create. You can just simply share it and earn just by sharing like, hey, I love the community calls. You should join NPM. And if you get that sale, that's $337 in your pocket from you not creating nothing. You don't have to create a web page, anything like that. All of that is literally done for you. So that's one of the sources of income that you can earn inside of here. And then for all of my students that are inside of NPM, I do offer discounted one-on-ones. Sometimes people like to meet with me on one-on-one. Normally my one-on-ones are $297 for an hour, but with you being a part of the NPM community, you get it for just $97. So that's a perk by just joining NPM. And then I have some FAQs, frequently asked questions, down here. Okay, girl. So that's the first module. And again, the next thing that you can go into is mindset. And this is very important. Again, y'all, when it comes to, okay, screen, what's going on? Did my computer just go out? So mindset is probably one of my favorite things to talk about, just because, baby, everybody and their mama can copy and paste, right? Everybody can copy and paste at this point in their life. But sis, if your mind ain't right, if you don't think that you're capable, you are wasting your motherfucking time, okay? And this is what I talk about inside of here. I talk about the importance of visualizing, but everything that I talk about it in a way that fits your mom, it fits you as a mom, okay? It's so important to understand that, like, you swearing up and down, thinking that you can't do this, thinking that you can't make 10K months, 20K months, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, I was terrified to be a mama, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that shit, but I got through it. So I always relate a lot of things to motherhood, because again, a lot of us weren't handed a manual or a motherfucking instructional guide to say, bitch, you do step 1, step 2, step 3, but we figured it out. This is the same thing that happens in business, y'all. I don't care who your favorite guru is that you look up to, or how many followers they got, or whatever. Everybody and their mama's auntie, sister, cousin, brother experience trial and error, especially in entrepreneurship, especially with navigating the business. Don't nobody know what they're doing. Okay, I'm just playing. We know what we're doing, but I'm just saying, like, I just try to encourage all moms, like, sis, don't overthink this. You are more talented than you think. You have skills, you have struggles that you overcame. Use that. Okay, telling your story is such a big piece of having a successful business. Not about getting on this internet and acting like you somebody that you're not. Be your motherfucking self, because it's a lot easier to show up, be consistent. And that's how you grow, and that's how you find the people that are for you. Don't be trying to get on here and try to be somebody that you're not. Then you're gonna attract the wrong motherfuckers. Then you're gonna have a headache. Then you're gonna get irritated. Then you're gonna fucking quit. And that's what we don't want to do. Okay, so that's what I cover inside of here. I go over like daily affirmations. This rated R mind talk is probably one of the favorite videos that a lot of moms inside of NPM love, because I literally cuss your ass out. So you would have to get in here and listen to it for yourself. But it's just 4 minutes of me getting you together, sis, because bitch, you deserve the motherfucking moon, the stars, the rainbows, the unicorns, all that shit, okay? And if you don't think you do, we need to work on that, okay? So that's why mindset is so important. Again, to having really anything that you want, whether it's a successful relationship, child, making some money online, all that shit, all right? That's what I go over there. The next module, and all of these modules are set up for you to go in order. So the next module is just truly understanding what digital marketing is. So I go over this very straight to the point. As you can see, there's not that many videos in here. Again, I have the first one, like, girl, you already do this, because again, your ass already do this shit. Anytime you talk about a product or anything like that, a service, and you're talking about it online, and people have an option to click, or it redirects them to whatever that said thing that you were talking about, bitch, that was digital marketing. Okay, stop letting these big words hold y'all back and be thinking that y'all can't do this shit, because you can. Okay, a motherfucking donkey can do this shit. Okay, you not making money and you not using your phone online, that's your own motherfucking fault. Okay, because you ain't got no excuse. That's why I put together this community, girl. You have no excuse, right? So I go over everything in here, and I just talk about different ways how you can get paid. So again, all of that is covered in there. The next module here is, again, probably one of the favorites, is AI Mama. If you do not know, obviously AI is taking over. We can't help it. It's here to motherfucking stay, bitch. You're gonna have to get to using, okay? Even if you don't think that you gonna end up using it, you better use it, y'all. Before they dry up all this water and dry up all these different lakes and shit like that, bitch, you better use this shit while you can and get you some money out of it. I'm just saying. So inside of here, like I was referencing earlier, we have MamaBot. This is my like AI twin or wannabe AI twin, right? She kind of look like me a little bit. I mean, I try to make her look kind of like me, but not like me. But here, basically, again, she is trained on everything inside of NPM. And on top of, she helps with personal branding. She literally gives you what to say, what to do, and she actually caters it to you. So like if you are a loner, right, and you're not someone that's like high energy, high personality, she's not gonna make captions and stuff like that don't sound like you. That's another thing that's huge for me, y'all. We are in this era of everybody using ChatGPT and Claude, but it don't be sounding like them, and that's why they shit don't be. That's why don't nobody be fucking with them. So it's very important to make sure that it fits you and it sounds like you, not just saying, hey, write me a caption, right? She actually asked you, like, girl, what's your energy today? How you feeling? Da-da-da. Where are you at in your journey? You know what I mean? So it's actually fit to customize to you and your personal brand, so it sounds like you. So she does all of that. Again, if you have a question about a module or whatever like that, she will literally tell y'all, and I'll show y'all real quick. If it will let me. Yeah, I'm trying to hurry up because, like I said, I'm not editing this video. I'm going to re-upload this motherfucker just like this. Me cussing it out. So if I came down here and was like, hey, girl, it's my first day inside of NPM, or where do I even start? I'm ready to make this money. I'm ready to get to this big bag. Okay. Oh, hopefully y'all can. Okay, y'all can see what I'm doing. So boom, I can drop that in her, and y'all see her name is Big Mama Bot, not the little one, okay? Because she's the truth, okay? So she literally will answer. And again, unlike regular ChatGPT, she won't give you generic ass answers. She literally will give you everything that you need, what to post, all that. So as you can see, she says, if this is your day one, girl, start with the Welcome Mama module, then start with mindset, learn it, and then AI. Make sure you go in that order. Get your affiliate set up, connected, but don't feel like you have to start selling immediately if that's something that you even want to do. Blase, blase. So if I said, hey, I really wanted to understand a little bit more about personal branding, is there a module that covers that? So as y'all can see, and again, I'm just trying to quickly show y'all how y'all can use that. So she said, absolutely, Mama. And I'm glad you're asking this clearly. Personal branding is one of those things that makes everything else easier. The answer is yes. It's moving throughout the core curriculum rather than being in just one standalone lesson. Here's what I focus on: Show It Mama, Feel It Mama, Own It Mama, and AI Mama. So again, she literally will navigate you and tell you where to go. So that's how you use MamaBot. You can literally ask her anything. She can generate images. If you want to drop a photo of yourself in there and be like, hey, I need a photo for Instagram so I can make me an Instagram story, put me in a different scenery or whatever, sis, do all that shit, okay? She, again, is your one-stop shop. And literally it allows you to never go without any questions unanswered. You know, that's what she's there for. So that's what you'll find there. So I'm going to come out of here. Now, again, a lot of people are wanting to learn Claude. So I do cover all things Claude in here, literally showing you how to get set up, how to bring over your ChatGPT history. All of this information is in here. The videos are really short to the point. As you can see, they're literally like a minute long. Because again, I know mamas, we get to the point, Sierra. So that's how I try to design all the videos. I talk about picking the right model, the different connectors, like how to actually connect Canva, Gmail, and things like that to your app, how to create a content calendar. All of that stuff is covered in here. I also go over ChatGPT. So if you still want, ChatGPT is still a great AI tool to use. You can see all of that in here. And then I also just have, different ways to create AI images. So one source of income that a lot of people don't really realize is creating AI images, y'all. There are so many people, so many businesses, so many local businesses that literally need people to generate images for them. My contractor, for example, that I work with when it comes to like my real estate properties and things like that, I literally stage his properties like that. If he's like, for example, if he wants to like, what am I trying to say? Like redesign something for one of his customers, right? Literally, I created a side hustle for myself where he'll tell me what the floor plan looks like or whatever, and I will go in and generate images of adding like furniture inside, of of the home or something like that, and he shows that to his customer. So that's a side hustle just from learning AI and things like that. So again, don't think that the only way that you can make money is just by reselling a course or something like that. That's just one stream of income. We want to create multiple streams of income, and that's what NPM is all about, is ownership. Okay, creating opportunities from the things that you learn and creating options for yourself, because options create ownership. Okay, and ownership is motherfucking free. All right, and the last time I checked, who don't want motherfucking free? All right. So again, I go in that all over there. I'll show you how to like make your avatar lip sync, all that stuff like that. Really straight to the point, easy to learn, and it's all absolutely free. Because I know there's a lot of different sites like Higgsfield and stuff like that. Baby, one thing about me, if you learn about me, baby, I'm trying to save as much coin as I possibly can. Okay, but that's what's inside of the AI Mama module. Next, we have the setting up shop mama. So again, when I say I give you step by step on literally showing you how to set up your business, there is no question that will ever go on Answer Mama. If you can copy and paste, you can successfully do this. Okay. So in here, I show you how to either set up a stand store or beacons. I always tell some of my students, just start with beacons because that's a free option. I know a lot of people always want to know upfront, like how much money do I have to spend outside of the initial investment of investing in NPM? Getting like Canva, that's like $14 a month. A lot of people are already paying for Canva and not even using it. CapCut, that's like $15 a month. Things like are $20 a month, right? They do have free options available, but again, those are the things that you need. And as far as a storefront, I always tell people, until you start making some money, girl, rock with beacons. Okay, rock with beacons. And if you want to switch over to like stand store or go high level, you have that option as well. So that's what you learn inside of here. Also, I show you how to film your content. Okay, a big piece of what we do is obviously when it comes to promoting a product, a service, a community, or whatever like that. The easiest way to get eyes on your business is content, right? So I show you different ways and kind of talk about the behind the scenes of filming content. And if you ever watched me before, or you've been following me for a while, I'm always saying everything is content because everything is motherfucking content. Okay, I don't care what you doing, washing dishes, baby, washing your ass. There's a way that you can tell a story and kind of like choreograph it to music, to words, right? Where it shares that, which will make your audience engage with you and make them want more. So that's what I talk about inside of here. I give you different content tips, angles, talking videos versus text on screen videos, how to organize your content. That's a big thing that a lot of people don't talk about. Like utilizing, Google Drives and things like that and getting organized. And again, everyday content list is, hold on, because I'm about to cuss her. I do apologize. Sorry about that. So again, all of that is here. And then we have Philly Mama and everything like that. And this is just understanding like your customer before one thing I never tell people is never like cold DM people and stuff like that when it comes to your personal business. Let people come to you. And when I say let people come to you, I mean by them leaving a genuine comment on your page. If you're saying, hey, comment this word if you want to learn more information. But I don't teach people ever to be like, hey, girl, I have this amazing product. You should buy that shit. We don't do that over here. Okay. So it's important to understand and feel your customer, get to know your customer, know her like a homegirl. That's exactly how I teach inside of here. And then understanding like how to build a signature sales flow, things like that. So all of that is inside of this module here. Again, very straight to the point, quick videos that you can go and watch, listen to, throw your AirPod in, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then we have Sell It Mom. Okay. And this is all things sales psychology. I love talking about sales psychology, girl, because once you learn how to sell water to a motherfucking well, once you learn how to sell motherfucking bacon to a motherfucking pig, girl, you can do anything. There's nothing that you can't do. So everything that I use in my business and that has helped me scale my business to well over $400,000, plus my other students. I have a student, y'all, that has made well over now $800,000, and she started after me. So again, everything I put inside of here. And like I said, I just cater it to moms. So moms get it because again, you don't realize that you run a motherfucking business, girl, every single day. I don't know why you be acting scary or why you be thinking like, I don't know, can I really do this shit? You absolutely can because you do this shit every single day. Okay. So again, straight to the point videos. And y'all, these are just essentially the core modules. So from own it is just learning how to create your own product and everything like that. If that's something that you decide to do. And then lastly, emailing mama. Okay. Email marketing is so important when it comes to your business. You need to learn it. You need to utilize. When you get them Bath and Body Work emails, them Fashion Nova emails, them Eunice hair emails, all them shits, they get your ass every single time. You need to learn the importance of that and utilizing it in your business so you can, get sales and keep your audience up to date. And honestly, people don't understand the importance of having an email list. it can take you so much further than just having social media. Because if social media shut down tomorrow, bitch, what you gonna do, right? So by you having an email list, maybe it can change the game for you and your business. All right. So that's what I talk about inside of there. Now, like I said, there are 10 core modules inside of NPM, and those are all of them. And then I do have these additional modules. Now, these modules here are not necessarily something that you have to go through. They are just optional. Say if you're someone who's like, hey, I really want to get started. I really want to start generating income online so I can reach ownership, so I can get that freedom, so I can get my time back as a mom, but I just don't feel comfortable showing my face. Then I created this Faceless Mama module for you. And unlike a lot of other communities and courses that tell you, hey, use this stock content or use these images that are already generated from like Pinterest and stuff. One, I show you how to get creative with being faceless. I have a lot of students that don't show their face at all, but it's still their own content. You can, turn down the transparency on the phone. I have a student who literally films all her videos from the back of her head. Some people do from the side of their head. Some people put text over the screen. There are so many different creative ways. The point is when it comes to creating this content, y'all, it's just like, how do you stand out? There's a lot of faceless pages. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually started off as being a faceless creator when I got into digital marketing and affiliate marketing. I was a whole white woman online. And I was doing that because that was my first impression. That is what at the time I seen so many people be successful at. It was a whole bunch of white bitches. Okay. So I was like, well, I'm gonna be a white bitch too. And so but once I became face forward, I found that it was just so much easier because I was able to be myself and show up as me and be excited about it versus trying to hurry up and come up with all these different ideas, come up with your stock content. But again, great way to get started. Some people go hybrid, meaning like they'll be faceless and then they eventually show their face. It's completely up to you. The point is you do have options. And if that's something that you're interested in, you learn that in there. The next module is the Canva Mama module. So here is where I just show you all things Canva, different hacks, different things that you can learn inside of Canva. We have CapCut Mama. A lot of moms love this module as well too, just because I think a lot of people get what's the word overwhelmed when they think of CapCut. It's like, oh my God, there's so many things to do. My tutorials and the way that I break things down to y'all, they're straight to the point. As you can see, I literally show you step by step what to do. So if you want to know how to do an overlay, if you want to learn how to stitch videos together, add text, how to add music, background mover, something as simple as just removing the CapCut ending for good. Because I get tired of seeing y'all videos where y'all be having all them goddamn all them the CapCut in. Let's get rid of that. It's 2026. It's 2026. We should not still see CapCut at the end, girl. What's going on? But all of that in there, how to like use a teleprompter, so many different things, different effects and stuff like that. So again, straight to the point, the videos are like a minute long and stuff like that, depending on what it is. But all things in CapCut, most people nowadays use CapCut. So I just decided to create an editing video for that. And then we have YouTube. If you know me, you know YouTube is my favorite platform. I love it. I think a lot of people really, really sleep on YouTube. YouTube is where I feel like the most serious buyers are. And on top of that, like really you can grow your personal brand. Every goddamn day, we be hearing that TikTok gonna get shut down, Instagram be moody as fuck. So YouTube, I'm just telling you, just for the long run, y'all, for long form videos, I literally have videos that I still get paid from 2 years ago, not just from AdSense, but from my business, from me linking a product. For example, I did a stand store video showing people how to set up their stand store. To this day, that video brings in views, and I make affiliate commissions just from people signing up for a stand store from watching that video. And that all came from YouTube. So that's what I'm always saying. So I talk about that, the importance of there, how to set up your YouTube channel. So if that's something that you want to do, you learn that inside of there. The next module is the live streaming mama module. I love going live. Honestly, it's a huge part. I wouldn't say now it's a huge part of my business, but for a very long time, going live was a huge part of my business. To each his own when it comes to this, y'all. Like as you get into, like entrepreneurship or, if it's affiliate marketing, digital marketing, whatever, right? You can kind of pick your path. There is no wrong or right way. I have some students that they never go live. They never go live at all. And they literally make their income from literally posting content and getting people to engage with them, click their links, and make money that way. I have some students that literally all they do is live stream. Like they'll post content here or there, obviously to just stay within the algorithm. But at the same time, like a huge piece of where their income comes from is live stream. Again, to each his own. This is completely up to you and what you want to do. But I talk about how to set up a live stream, the importance of, things to talk about, how to structure your live, things like that, what to do after you get off a live. And just again, and this could be applied to, TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, Instagram, doesn't matter. Again, live streaming is a huge way to reach new audiences every single day, depending on what platform you're on. And again, it's a great way for your audience to really feel you, because sometimes when it comes to content and posting content, right? Not that I'm saying like people be being fake, but you're kind of a little bit more polished in your content. You can do takes, you can edit it versus live stream, which is what I like to do. Baby, you getting me raw dog. Okay, you getting me straight to the motherfucking point. You hear me stutter all that shit, but you also get to hear my personality and see it. Hey, if I'm your vibe, if not, cool, you back out or you do your thing or whatever, or you don't, whatever. So again, talk about that in there. The next module is the Mentor Mama module. Again, y'all, these are all optional modules, so not something that you have to go through. But say if you're interested in mentoring people, right? A lot of people think when they get into digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and doing that they have to mentor people. You do not, okay? And let me simply explain what mentoring means. Mentoring is just simply you being a few steps ahead of someone else. It does not mean that you're the expert. It does not mean that you're the guru. You're just saying, hey, I did this. And let me basically share some of my mistakes so you can avoid those pitfalls, or you know what I mean, and essentially give somebody a shortcut. Okay, there are different levels to mentoring. Like you can do group mentorships, you can do one-on-one mentorships. That is completely up to you. For example, NPM started off as a mentorship. The product that I got started with, that I first invested in, that I was selling, I had so many moms that kept asking me questions. So I said, you know what? Let me create a mentorship group, right? And so that's essentially kind of how NPM was born. But then I started branching off and doing like one-on-one mentorships. And, depending on the level of what you offer, like, so for example, I do 30-day mentorships with people, and I charge people $2,000 for that. And that's one-on-one where you meet with me. I help you with your personal strategy. I help them with their personal brand, whether it's if they're reselling a program or working on their own program. I've had other mentorships where they were just like group mentorships, So again, there's different tiers, different prices that you can charge for that. And I talk about that. And again, just another source of income if that's something that you're interested in. I also go over print on demand. This is probably one of my favorite like side hustles that I consider a side hustle, just because you don't have to have any money up front to start a print on demand business. You literally can get started with Printify. I show you how to do that, how to create designs in Canva, and how to upload it and literally start a print on demand business. So whether it's t-shirts, maybe you like putting, like Bible scriptures or something like that on a coffee mug or on a t-shirt, you can do that and generate income literally for $0. If you got a Canva account, Printify, baby, you can literally make you some money. Put it on a backpack, a pencil, it don't matter. Okay, so that's what I talk about inside of there. And then lastly, we have the PLR Mama module, and this one, I feel like I don't talk about it enough, but this is another great side hustle as well too. I was literally just talking to one of my students before I got on here, and how she literally created a bundle that she sells for like $37, right? And she makes a lot of money from this one little bundle from $37. But like I have like different like coloring book pages. These are just great. Like if you're a mom and you just want to give your kids an activity, but just different things that you can use. Like for example, if you wanted to, let me just kind of show y'all what one looks like. My ear is so dry. But these are just like different PDFs that if you wanted to, you can sell these. Bundle them together. Maybe you're a teacher. I know so many teachers that go and pay for different like worksheets and stuff like that. But there's like literally over 15,000 of them in here that you can use and sell them already done for you. I have a digital marketing PLR. So if you want to sell, which I feel like, no offense, these are kind of like going away just because people can look this shit up on ChatGPT and Claude. But again, to each his own. If you want to, if it's something that you want to give away for free in exchange for a customer's name and email, so you can grow your email list. Again, so many different PLRs in here. Like I have wealth PLRs, credit PLR. Maybe you're in the credit niche and things like that. Again, different things that you can use, and they're already done for you. If you wanted some like Instagram posts, aesthetic posts, and things like that, I have those in here as well. Just something really kind of to like give you a head start. If you don't know what a template is, oh shit, I forgot my Canva don't work on here. Y'all can't get into Canva. But again, you'll find all of that in there. But yeah, y'all. So the point is, like I said, inside of NPM, you have those 10 core modules. You learn branding, marketing, sales psychology. You learn the importance of ownership. Okay. Done are the days of like just, hey, I want to do digital marketing, right? No, what can you create literally that can make you money weeks from today, months from today, and years from today? And that is a digital asset. And that's what you learn inside of NPM. On top of the things that you learn, you get support. That's probably one of the biggest things. Like I mentioned on Wednesday, today's Wednesday, we have our live Q&A at 7 a.m. And then on Saturdays, I do a call. I call it Sell It Mama Saturdays. And basically, I'm just gonna kind of quickly show y'all. My ear is burning. Sorry, y'all. So every Saturday I post, like, either I get on live and I just do like a live Q&A, or I post like a topic. Now, the last Sell It Mama Saturday, girl, when I tell you it was a good one, baby, when I tell you it was a good one, and it was called "You're Not Building a Business, You Are Building an Asset." Y'all, when I tell y'all, people need to understand, like, y'all gotta tap into this space. Like, if you are not where you want to be at financially, or hell, if you just want more income, just know that it is possible for you. I literally created this community, not just like and I say this humbly, like, y'all, there's every day I be this close to really wanting to retire, because I did this because I was in a bad financial place. I did this, I'm being honest, because I wanted to make more money. But once I was able to start generating more income and be able to reinvest in myself and reinvest in myself and reinvest in myself, I no longer have to worry about making a payment arrangement or making, you know what I mean? Like, and so many people are in that situation and think that they don't have a way out. Think that, oh, maybe if I work harder, or maybe if I get another job, then that I can make some more money. And that's simply not the case. It's about what can you do? How can you move smarter, right, to generate you more income? How can I work less and make more money? That's exactly how you should be thinking. And that's what I talk about inside of here. I share my personal strategies, things that I do in my business that's helped me scale my business. Okay. And things that I do and that I share with my students, that with my high ticket students that I mentor, what's working for them in their businesses, you know? So again, if you are a mom and you've been looking for a community, a safe space, a sacred space, right, where you can actually build ownership and create something for yourself, then I'm telling you, NPM is going to be the community for you. Again, it's a very intimate experience. I am the only coach, or like the only creator inside of the community, but I will say, as my moms are creating their own businesses, this is one thing that I'm going to be adding very, very soon. I wanted to just create a hub, a space for, you know, moms to share their different tools and resources. Like I said, I have students in here that create websites. You know what I'm saying? There may be another mom that needs a website created. So again, it's a place where you can actually network and help one another, right? Hey, maybe there's a service that you offer that I don't. Maybe you're really good at bookkeeping, right? Can I get your service? Instead of like being somewhere in a community where you don't know, you got all these random ass people reaching out to you, like, shit, I don't know if I can trust this person, right? Everybody is baited before they come in here, like, baby, I don't be having no weirdos or nothing like that. I just want y'all to know that right now. But yeah, it really is just a great space. I love my community. I can't wait to see NPM continue to grow. And before I get off of here, the one thing that I want to also just kind of let y'all know is, because I know that NPM is so amazing, I know that once you get in here and kind of get to experience it for yourself, I actually offer a free 7-day preview inside of my community, so you can literally try it out before you make your initial investment. Because I get it. Some people are like, girl, I don't know. Is this something that I'm going to be able to stick with? Am I going to be able to be consistent? I get it, right? Get in there and see it for yourself. See if the training, if you resonate with it. If not, then you don't have to invest, but at least get in here and experience the community for yourself, because it truly is like no other community out there. I love my community so, so much. I look forward to our Q&A call. I just look forward to pouring into these women in general. It's just something that, you know, I try to always tell people that, you know, I took as a negative and turned to positive. I used to always help people. They didn't ask for my motherfucking help, and then I would get so upset because I'm like, damn, I'm helping these people. I'm going in my way. I'm trying to do this, da, da, da. And, you know, God really put it on my heart that it was like, you need to help moms. You need to help moms because, like I said, so many of us, and I'm saying us, myself included, you know, don't see the true potential in ourselves. And we get so overwhelmed with life and what we have going on, right? And it tends to make us forget, like, bitch, you are that girl. Bitch, you are that one. Mama, you did that. Bitch, you pushed the whole baby out your couch. Like, or got cut open to get this baby out of you. So there is nothing that you cannot do. And so again, I have to constantly make that reminder. I have to constantly remind my motherfucking self, okay? Sis, whatever it is that you want, that you desire, the life that you want to live, it is not something far-fetched. I always tell people, baby, if you can see it, believe it, hear it, touch it, taste it, sis, is already yours. But how do we get to that? That requires you to step into this identity of ownership, step into I want to drive a motherfucking G-Wagon, or I want to, you know, live in my high-rise luxury apartment, or I want to put my bills on auto pay, whatever the fuck that is, right? Just know that you can do it. Stop thinking that shit is far-fetched. Stop thinking that it's not achievable, because you've done one of the hardest things in the motherfucking world, and you survive that shit every day. And the bitch, that's motherhood, okay? So that's what you get when you join inside of NPM. So like I said, if you are interested, you can click the link down below. If you're interested in doing a 7-day trial, you can click the link down below. But again, this is my community. Again, I love it so much. I love, 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 love my community. You're gonna love it inside once you get inside as well. Again, no answer, no question can ever go unanswered. You have no excuse. So, sis, if you're serious about changing your life, bitch, you need to take that motherfucking step today. You need to stop making excuses and be like, oh, I'm gonna start next month. I'm gonna try next. No, but you need to start right now. Okay, payment plans are available. You have no excuse. But all right, y'all, that was my video. Like I said, I'm about to upload this video as a video. So if nobody got no questions while I'm on this live, I hope you enjoyed the video and don't get mad when I upload this motherfucker later on. Don't be acting like y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? All right, y'all. Bye.